now is it's up to 3,347. So that is up about $6. Looking at kitco.com. And silver is $37.80. So silver is still very strong. Ooh, 37.81. So we are close. We're close to the big breakout. Maybe silver doesn't break out to $50 until September or October. Maybe it's not going to happen this month in August. I see things getting more bullish at the earliest, probably the end of August. And hopefully we'll start to move higher by then, but we'll see. We'll see. No guarantees, guys. So today we are going to be talking about gold, silver, investing, how to make the right investment choices, and answering questions, right? You can ask questions about either diet and exercise or finances or investing. Shiba Inu right now is 1,305, so it's down over 4.5%. Shiba Inu, not looking good, but that's fine. That's fine. It'll go up eventually. I have a feeling things are really going to start to change rapidly, start to accelerate, okay? So I don't think we're going to have to wait that much longer for Shiba or for ICP or Chainlink. Where is Chainlink? Let me check that out. It was at $22 last I knew. Chainlink crypto on CoinMarketCap. We're still at $21.29. But I definitely think it could come back down a little bit, for sure. But this is just something I'm going to dollar cost average in. Crypto, I'm just dollar cost averaging. So that's what I do. And I do look for certain trades. And one of the big trades coming up is going to be when we make a new record high for Chainlink. We have to break out above $50. So altcoin season really needs to get going. Once it gets going, then the sky is the limit. We're going over $50, I think, for sure. Chainlink is destined to go over. So Chainlink is just one crypto that I think you should own. And there are many. Gold price is ready to hit 4,000 by year end. I think that's how high we could go. And I think we could even go higher than that. We could go to 4,500 by the end of the year. It's, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. And silver, $50 by the end of the year. Come on, guys, join up. Share this video. We're just getting started, guys. Let's get on TikTok as well. We're going hard today. Going hard every day. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Wow. Jesus Rodriguez is in the house. Yet again. What do you do for work? What do you do for work? Jesus. Did I ask you that before? Oh yeah, the maintenance supervisor. Man. The cannabis stocks are really going up today. Like I said, MSOX, how high could these go? Well, they might not go that much higher, you know? So tomorrow morning, maybe I'll be looking to get in on some of them. We'll see. But, yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. Cannabis just started rocketing. But it had made a good base. So I think it was due for these stocks to rally. And today we've seen, I think, the biggest gains yet of this rally, which has been short so far. Yeah, be ready. It could easily go the other way. So, a lot of these stocks are not good to dollar cost average on because they dilute shares and they just go down forever. But one that I really like is Tilray, TLRY. Yeah, that's one of my favorite stocks. That's one to definitely take a look at, Tilray. Tilray Brands. At a luxury apartment complex. Yeah, that's cool. Kevin. Hello, Kevin. Let's see where gold's at right now. Shiba Inu, not really moving. Gold, I mean, the only thing that's really doing that good is the stocks that I just mentioned. What did the Dow do today? The Dow was actually down 200 points today. And the S&P 500 is down, and the NASDAQ was down as well. The VIX is down to 16. That measures how volatile the markets are. So that's way down. Yeah, that's something that I follow very closely. Let's check this out. The volatility index, UVIX. Let's check it out, just to see where we're at. Okay, it's at 1580, and it's headed down. UVIX, $15.80. And this thing could go down, and then it'll split again. I think that's going to happen. But will it split before the big market crash that's coming? You know, so there will be a time to buy the UVIX. I'm still waiting for that time. That's going to be when the big crash hits, and that's getting closer. I actually see a big crash coming as soon as 2025. You know, early to mid 2025, or I mean 2026. That's when we could get a big stock market crash, a big housing crash. I do think it is imminent, and I do think it is getting closer. It's obviously getting closer. It's not getting farther. That's for sure. It could potentially get farther if the government would make more uh, positive choices. Did you work today? No. Um, I just worked on TikTok and YouTube. I did that all day. I did a bodybuilding live and a couple lives and lots of videos. So I did a lot of work today. Buy Pepe coin, then buy some more. Pepe. Keep buying Pepe. I don't want to buy any more this week. I just bought some. I'm not going to buy Pepe every single week. I buy Shiba every single week, but not Pepe yet. I could. I could buy more Pepe every single week. But yes, markets were down, but well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where things go from here, guys. I said a lot today. I'm getting tired. I had an insane workout today, and I think I just went on. I might have been on. Yes, I did a live today. I was actually working out. I did 3 lives today. So, and one of those lives, I did a workout. And I ended up deleting a couple of my live streams because of some of the things mentioned. I deleted a couple of those live streams today. But that's all right. The good one is up where I did the workout. The good one is up. But it's not going to be processed till tomorrow. It is a heck of a good one. It's called Brutal Arm and Shoulder Workout. Yeah, it's not loaded yet, but I was going crazy today. I did an insane workout. All right, buy Solana. Bald head. Well, yes. Yes. Solana. Solana is what, about 185? Somewhere around there. Guys, I just did a promotion too for my YouTube. So check that video out. Okay, guys? Check it out. Let me show you. It's called Gold and Silver Prices Expected to Move Higher in September or Sooner. Okay? That's what it's called. Check that video out. I just ran a promotion on it. I'm paying 20 bucks. And we'll see how many subscribers I get. We'll find out. I'll let you guys know. Hopefully we'll get quite a few. My guess is we're going to get 30. So, yes, this is a real gold chain. You know, most YouTubers would just stop wearing it because people ask me if this is real on every single episode. Every single time I do an episode. Is that a real gold chain? Yes, yes. Bro, just flex it up and all the ladies will just sub. Just flex it up. I'm trying. We need to get these ladies to subscribe. We got too many men on this channel. We got 99% men, okay, and 1% women. No, I think we have actually like 20% women. I'll check it out, guys. Maybe I'll check it out right now. Analytics, customization, settings. Is it in settings? Channel, community. No. Isn't there like an advanced mode? Dashboard, analytics. I don't know. I haven't checked that in a long time. How many men, how many women are on this channel? Do you specialize in gold or Smith? What? I specialize in gold and silver investing, including the mining stocks, the junior miners, and that's where I specialize, into the gold and silver mining stocks. And if you want to see my list of gold stocks, please join my Patreon. It's $10 per month. I gotta represent. Probably got 3 subs off that 2-second flex alone. Yeah, women are only good for one thing. I don't agree with that comment, okay? I don't agree with that comment. A good woman can make a good man even more successful, okay? So if you're a dude, if you find the right woman, that can massively benefit your life. So women are, they're, you know, I read like all the comments. Maybe I should have ignored that one. I understand where he's coming from. Okay, I do understand where you're coming from. I'll say that as well. But yeah. So do you invest in physical gold? Yes. That should be quite obvious. This channel, I teach all of you that we should be buying physical gold and silver, especially silver. I think silver is more undervalued. And by the end of the year, I think silver could go as high as 70 bucks. But I for sure think silver is going to hit $50 by the end of the year, for sure. And maybe $70 early next year. And then the recession, the crash, should come after that. But I'm going to be following, you know, my calls can change too, because we could get new information. There's no guarantees. Nobody can predict it perfectly. But I'm just telling you, that's what I think. You know, silver is going to peak early next year. And then there's going to be a market meltdown, maybe starting March or April of next year. 2 of your friends are live. Invite them to go live together. That'd be cool if I did that, but I'm not really into it that much. But then they break your heart and leave you with trust issues. Yeah. What you have to do is forget about your trust issues. Don't even worry about it. You have to put your focus where it needs to be, okay? You're too focused on the past. You gotta learn to live in the present and to follow your goals. And you have to come to different understandings in life. One understanding is that there's going to be more women. Another one is that the more successful you are, the more options you're going to have. So men, you got to focus on yourselves, and then the women they'll come. When you focus on yourself, trust me, they notice that. You'll start to get DMs at some point, guys. I promise you that. So yeah, if a woman broke your heart in the past, don't even worry about it. I know it can be tough at first, but you just got to learn to focus on, you know, starting your business, focus on your job, focus on that overtime, or focus on a second job too. You could have 2 jobs. I know one dude, he's got two full-time jobs. This guy is a beast. 2 full-time jobs. This guy almost puts me to shame. I work 80 hours a week, but 30 of those hours are just talking to you guys. So that's not that hard. Or probably 20 of those hours is talking to you guys. So this guy is actually probably a bigger hustler than I am. He's making the money. But yeah, the point is, focus on yourself more and more and more. And yes, you can tell yourself certain messages too every day. And the more you tell yourself these things, the more likely it is to happen, and the more likely your goals are going to come that much sooner. All right. There's something called the law of attraction. You know, whatever you think about and visualize the most, it's going to come to you. If you visualize the past, that doesn't even make sense. How can the past come back? By visualizing it. You can't relive the past. It makes no sense. You got to visualize the future. Okay? That's the reality of it. Visualizing in the past does nothing, because it can't be affected. The past is written in stone. Okay? Once you understand that, then you can move on from whatever situation that you went through that hurt you, gave you trust issues. All right? Thank you for the likes, by the way, on the TikTok. We're live on YouTube and TikTok. You pay no capital gains or profit with precious metals. So many coin shops out there to sell it to. What he's saying is that his second part of his statement was silver is easy to sell. You can sell it to many different coin shops, or you can sell it. Silver is very easy to sell. Okay, very easy. And he also says that you don't pay capital gains. That is not necessarily true. You have to look at your state laws. If you are supposed to pay capital gains, you should do that, okay? You have to go by the law. Even I think it says in the Bible, in Romans or something, that we should abide by the laws of the governing powers or whatever. Even in the Bible, it says that. So we've got to pay your taxes. So yeah, even when you sell your gold, you should pay. I know a lot of people don't. Most people don't. And maybe the government's going to try to do something about that in the future. But yeah, most people don't pay taxes. And I think that's great for them. Yeah, I think that's a wonderful thing for them. But hopefully it's legal. Okay. Hopefully they live in a place where you don't have to pay capital gains. I walk into coin shops and I sell and don't tell them who I am. Trump don't pay taxes. Why should I? I know I'm kind of giving you a hard time, but you know, it needs to be done. I've got to give you a hard time. Okay. Yeah, if Trump don't pay taxes, why should I? I like that. But you always gotta. So should I buy gold bars? This guy on YouTube is asking. Should he buy gold bars? Yeah, if you can afford to. Yeah. But I would buy a combination of gold, silver, and platinum. Palladium, you don't really need to buy palladium because it's kind of hard to sell for some people. You know, not for me, but some people would have a little bit harder time selling palladium. And you should buy small amounts. You could sell in small amounts without ID, no capital gains. Yeah, if it's small amounts, like yeah, thanks for that. I understand what you're saying. So I think you should buy gold bars, 1 ounce bars if you can, or you know you should buy maybe I think 30% gold, 70% silver. And then if you make a little extra overtime money, throw in a little bit of platinum in there too. I think that's the best way to go. More silver than gold, in my opinion. So, Sophie, hello, Sophie. Thank you for joining in on the TikTok and on the YouTube. We're trying to blow this channel up. Silver 50 an ounce twice in my life. Truth Fact says silver went to 50 an ounce twice in his life. Yeah. I think it really only went to 49. Really only went to 49. But I know. Once in, I think, 1980 or 82, when the Hunt brothers were just buying up all the silver they could get. And then even the Hunt brothers, and eventually it crashed and the government, they got in trouble. The Hunt brothers got in trouble for it or something. And then silver went up from, 2000 to 2011. That's when I got involved. I started to buy silver and get silver even back in the early 90s. I used to get silver for birthday presents. And I started buying silver heavily in mid 1999 when I got my first job on a chicken farm. I was putting all of my extra money into silver. And in fact, it basically filled up the safety deposit box all the way. Yeah, I still have my memories of when I would go into the bank, into the safety deposit box a few times, and when I took it out, and once if go to heaven, are we still paying taxes to God just like tithes on earth? Once if go to heaven, are we still paying taxes to God? Oh, does he thinks that we will have to pay taxes in the afterlife, when we go to heaven, he thinks that there may be taxes. Sorry, I crossed my legs and I crunched myself. Ow. No, we will not have to pay taxes to God, okay? There's going to be streets that are paved with gold. It's going to be our reward for following God on this earth and living a God-fearing life. We will not have to pay taxes to the God, no, to the God of the Bible. We will not have to pay taxes. Great question. So is solar energy making silver go up? There's now making silver in quarter ounces. Yes, they've been making silver in quarter ounces for a long time, I believe. They're making fractional silver. Yes, you can get fractional silver. And solar energy is making it go up. There's an industrial demand, okay? And there's also demand from retail investors. So that's part of the industrial demand. Solar energy, yes. The new solar panels are having silver on both sides. So here's a solar panel. They're putting panels on both sides now, and they're putting these things in the desert because when the sun reflects off the sand, it's just incredible, and it reflects it right back. And I do believe that more and more they're going to be using reflective material or sand to reflect that, even in other places, not even in the desert. So I do believe they're going to be taking advantage of double-sided solar panels, all areas in the world. Okay, and yeah, this is crazy. Solar, yeah, it's adding to the manufacturing demand in a massive way. That's why silver has been in a supply deficit for, I think, 7 consecutive years. Okay, that's for real. That's why silver's starting to break. I expect silver fully to go over $100 an ounce, even 200, and it's not going to take that long. We've been waiting a long time. Silver is in a cup and handle formation. Okay, you can look up the chart on silver if you want. It's in a cup and handle formation, and when it breaks out, I would expect it to go to between 100 and 200, and then it's even going to go higher than that over time. Okay, so we're going to see a crazy run on silver. It might take 6 months or a year or 2 years, but I really think we're going to see astronomical prices, or it could even take 3 years. But we're talking hundreds over $100. It might take 3 years, but we're talking over $100 an ounce. Okay, that's good. And I have a list of all the gold and silver stocks on my Patreon. So join my Patreon. Check out those stocks if you want. It's not financial advice. You forgot to mention the box was the size of a pack of gum. The box was the size of a pack of gum? What? He's right. If he lives in California, Newsom tax him even after he's dead. Wow. Yeah, California is not good. I heard people are leaving California and they're leaving Florida too. My fingers will stink from last night, and good seeing you again? No, that's not true. No, guys, I don't know who this gentleman is, okay? John Hopkins, I'd never met you. I never met you, Johnny. I don't know who you are. Thoughts on Zora? I started stacking mostly silver when it was 18 to 21 per ounce. Now I feel too expensive. Yes, it feels too expensive, bro. I hate it. Yeah, it feels good to finally make some money. I've been stacking for a while. I've been back in it, since around 20, 22, 23, 24 bucks. And I've been stacking all this time. And the prices they're going to keep going higher. I think you're still good to stack, though. You're definitely still good to stack. I know it feels like it is expensive, but don't let that bother you. Prices are going to be much higher in the next 2, 3, 4 years. So sell some if you need the money. If it spikes up a lot in the next 6 months, sell a little bit if you need to. But you generally, I think still it's definitely safe to accumulate. Generally speaking, even if it spikes up, just don't buy as much. If silver goes up to 70 bucks real quick, just don't buy as much. And then when it crashes back down to 50 or whatever, then buy it again. And then it'll probably shoot to 100, 150, 200, That's what I expect. I expect silver to go up to 60, 70, and then I think it is going to come back down for not for that long though, because then they're going to lower the interest rates down to 0. So silver is going to go much, much, much higher. That's when we're talking $100, $200, $300 in the next 2-3 years. This is just what I see coming. I see massive gains in silver. So I'm still stacking. At 38 bucks, I'm still stacking. It's going to go a lot higher. Did you hear where China tapped into the richest gold vein in the world? I think I did. Yeah. But remember, gold veins are getting more and more scarce, okay? And they still have to mine it. It's going to take a lot of time to mine it. And they needed to find it. They needed it because other mines are running out. But yeah, it's expected to be a pretty decent size gold vein. But these big deposits are getting rarer and rarer. You got to understand that, okay? Your safety deposit box. Yes, keep your silver in a safety deposit box if you want to. Keep it wherever you want. I'm not trying to tell you guys. Because if you store it at your house, that's always a risk, okay? But I do believe we should have self-defense weapons and techniques within our own home to defend our homes. So if you do keep your silver at home, you better well be prepared to defend it, okay? Silver will be 50 or more soon. Yes, absolutely, dude. Silver is going to be 50 or more very, 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 very soon. Right now, we're in the summer doldrums, okay? Silver always goes down in around this time, typically. So, or a little bit earlier. But yes, in a bull market, silver is always down, around mid-August. So, it's exactly what we're seeing. Silver could drift lower. It's very volatile. Silver could, gold too. Gold could drop 50 bucks again tomorrow. And then it could drop 30 or 40 bucks again. It absolutely could. So, but I don't think we're going below 3,000 gold. But it could. So, and then we're looking at $4,000, $4,100, $4,200 gold by the end of the year or early next year. We're going to see much bigger numbers coming soon. And eventually, even if gold does have a correction, it's going to 5, 10, 20, 30,000, guaranteed. It's going to pass all those levels. First it's going to 5, and it's going to 10, and it's going to 15, and it's going to 30. It will go. Dr. Boof, I recognize that name very well. Do you ever buy stocks, or are you just into gold and silver? I'm heavily into stocks. Heavily into stocks. I have a list of stocks on my Patreon, okay? Join my Patreon. The link is in the description of this video. Please join the Patreon. Hycroft Mining, he says. HYMC. That's Hycroft Mining, I believe it's pronounced. But yeah, that one's kind of like more of a penny stock miner. But yep. Oh yeah. So in 3 years, you plan on selling your silver to cash out? No, I plan on selling my silver when the markets peak during the melt up. So I plan on selling some of my silver and gold probably in the next 6 to 8 months. And then I'm going to buy it all back once the markets drop. I'll be buying tons of it back. And then, yeah, I expect to take profit when I'm 45 years old, 50 years old. Absolutely. I'll be taking a lot of profit. Yeah. What is the most you pay over spot price on silver? Whew, amazing question. Very amazing question. I don't like to pay more than $2 or $3 an ounce over. Okay. I don't like to pay more than $2 or $3 an ounce. Where do you go to sell silver and gold? You can sell it many different places. I don't know if I'm supposed to recommend places where you could sell it, but it's very easy to sell. You can sell it right back to different websites, kitco.com, providentmetals.com, JM Bullion. They'll buy your silver or gold back, okay? But yeah, let's check out right now how much you can get silver for over spot, okay? So we'll check out Provident Metals, and we'll see. Provident Metals. So silver, 1 ounce rounds, $40.43, as low as. Let's see. 41.63. 41.63. Is there anything cheaper? Anything cheaper? Come on. It's got to be something cheaper. 5 ounce silver bar, 0 premium at spot. Sell to us 175. Oh, they're out of stock. They're out of stock. What is, like, come on, a good deal or something? 1 ounce silver coin varied as low as $40.53. Right now, it looks like premiums are pretty high. $3.50, $3.50, $4. It looks like premiums are high right now. I haven't bought any silver in the past couple of weeks, so I didn't even know. But silver premiums are a little bit up there. Yeah. Let's check out how much a kilo bar is, guys. A kilo of silver. I'll show the YouTube only because YouTube is what gets recorded. So I want to make it a good experience for the viewers. Let's see what kilos are going for. $1,309. This is a Pamp Seuss bar. 1,313. Very nice kilo. So guys, you can still get a kilo of silver for only $1,300. If you think about it like that, that's a big chunk of silver. That's not bad, okay? It's only $1,300. I'm not sure exactly what the premium is on that, but it can't be that much, you know? So the most I like to pay is $2 to $3. So I always try to find that deal where you don't pay that much over spot, okay? Just buy whatever it is. Whatever that website has the best deal on, or your coin dealer, whatever they give you the best deal on, just buy that. Because in the end, it's all going to get melted down. When silver goes up to $300 an ounce, you're just going to freaking sell it to someone, and they're going to melt it, you know? It doesn't even matter what it is, as long as it's real silver and it's cheap, okay? I'm just going to accumulate Bitcoin starting next year and buy gold bars and silver starting now. Ain't selling till gold hits 15K minimum. Ricky B. Yeah, I like that. I like that statement right there. This guy is very confident. He knows what he's going to do. He's going to accumulate Bitcoin, gold, and silver. I think that's genius to do all three of those. I think that's genius. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin, I still think it's going to go a lot higher. Okay? So that's it. This guy knows what he's doing. Why do you think Shiba is going to be a millionaire maker, being more of a meme coin? I think Shiba Inu can 10x. When I say, become a millionaire, yeah. If you put 100 grand into Shiba Inu, maybe you could become a millionaire. But I just say that to get more hype. Okay, but I think, a real move for Shiba Inu is a 10x. That would be absolutely amazing if Shiba Inu did that, and I think that is well within the realm of what is possible. So I do hold over 225 million Shiba Inu, and I think that I'm going to make a lot of money. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of timing. You have to be very patient with these things, guys, especially with gold and silver. You got to be very patient. Okay? It's easy to get scared. Okay? Shiba is done, bro. He doesn't like Shiba Inu. That's your opinion. If you don't like it, that's fine, dude. Start your own channel where you say Shiba Inu is never coming back. And there's going to be a big banner on the front of your channel that says Shiba Inu is done. That's what you should do. Oh, shoot. Watch your mouth. I'm back again, Goofy. I'm sorry, Jason. It's more like Jason Voorhees. This guy he's a mean son of a gun, I think. What's a crypto or stock that I should invest in right now? Okay, I'll give you two. I like First Majestic Silver. That's AG. First Majestic. Okay, very good silver mining company. And Realbotics. XBOTF. That's Realbotics. That's the company that makes the female companion or male companion with artificial intelligence technology. And you can have a conversation with this device, or it's a humanoid. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a humanoid. So that's XBOTF. That's one of my favorite penny stocks right now. For sure. I probably have too much of it, to be honest. So First Majestic and XBOTF. Those are just ones that I like, dude. There's so many stocks out there. You know, so many. There's so many to choose from. So another one I like is Evolve. EVLV. They make the security screeners that can scan you and check for weaponry. And they can do it very, very quickly. Okay? So EVLV is doing very well. It's over $7. I told you guys that was one to buy. EVLV. I've been talking about that for a long time. So, love the 8-ball alone, bro. GE, Nvidia. Nvidia is at record highs, you know. How much higher is it going to go? 300? So, that's only 50%. Could it go to 400? Maybe if you're lucky. But that's only a double. So what? There's way better stuff to be into, smaller market cap stocks, cryptocurrencies. There's a lot better things than Nvidia. But what I would prefer is to trade the Nvidia leveraged ETF. Okay? Those, I think, you can make more money in, and they're much more risky and much more fun. I pay around $3, sometimes $4. Yeah, $3 to $4 premium. For a nice coin, a nice looking coin that's brilliant uncirculated. I mean, at a lot of coin shops, that's the going rate, a $3 to $4 premium. So that's basically pretty fair. But the thing is, when you go to sell it, you might not be able to get 3 or 4. You might be closer to 2, because you don't have your own shop. You know what I mean. Have you ever heard of Silvertown in Winchester, Indiana? The Mint? Silvertown Mint? I don't know. I've heard of the Mint, like Silvertown bars, silver bars. I've heard of that. Money, metals, or SD bullion. Oh yeah. Okay, yes. Silvertown, money, metals, SD bullion. A lot of them have deals. I know about all of those. Yep. You have to be careful. There is fake silver out there. Especially if you're going to a coin shop and you've never been to that coin shop before and you don't know these people or this town, or you're buying on eBay, especially if you buy on eBay. So you want to make sure if you buy on eBay, it goes to an authenticator, or it's a very, very reputable seller. I would prefer that you guys buy it from, like this gentleman mentioned, Silvertown, SD Bullion, Provident Metals, APMEX, JM Bullion, stuff like that. Different companies. There's even Pimbex, but they're not quite as good, I don't think, in my opinion, because they don't have a large selection. And all of these companies will buy silver from you too. So Nvidia stock is 180. It'll be over 200 soon, higher with AI coming. Yeah, but so what? If Nvidia goes to 400, that's not that great. there's going to be way better gains. And remember, the NVIDIA ETF is going to be the better option. And remember this, sure, NVIDIA looks kind of good right now, but it could also be topping. If you compare NVIDIA to different things like Cisco in different bull runs, it looks perfectly like it's topping. So it could be that NVIDIA maybe only goes to 225 or 235. Or if we're lucky, maybe it goes to 260 or something like that. You know, or it could even go higher. But I don't, nobody knows for sure, Only the market makers know how high they're going to take NVIDIA. Only they know. We don't know. The video is one of the main stocks connected to artificial intelligence. Wow. Yes, NVIDIA is in AI, but so is every other company, So is every other company. Is Cisco stock a good buy? No, I don't say no. But I'm saying that it looks like it's related to NVIDIA. We've seen major tops. It looks like it's topping. If you overlay the different charts with NVIDIA over other charts from the past, we look like we're in a topping scenario. And these are just things to think about. Nothing is written in stone. Boy, yesterday you were yapping about milk. Now what? He says, shut your mouth, boy. Yesterday you were yapping about milk. What now, boy? Today, now it's stocks, gold and silver. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate the comment. So, but I wouldn't think it will 10x. Shiba can easily 10x. Because look what happened. It went to 4 zeros, 4.6 last year, and that wasn't even a really great bull market. We could see so much more potential from Shiba Inu. I think we could drop a 0. And then even go a little bit beyond dropping a 0. That's what I foresee for Shiba Inu probably in the next 6 to 8 months. You've been saying this for 6 months. I've been talking about Shiba Inu for probably a year or a year and a half. So, and I've been saying that it's going to skyrocket for probably a year and a half. And guess what? It's going to skyrocket. And also, guess what? I've been trading Shiba Inu quite profitably. So you have to think about it like that. I've been making money on Shiba Inu on various moves that it has made over the past year or so. Is XRP good? I'm going to let you guys have your own opinion on XRP. I don't want to comment on that right now because that one's very controversial. You ever done UFC? You look like you could win the heavyweight title. The heavyweight? I am not a heavyweight. I am about 167 pounds. I got a good six-pack. My six-pack is really starting to come in now. And I'll show you guys soon if you want to see. You've been saying so, but yes. I've done UFC before, yes. Not actual UFC, but mixed martial arts training, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, and some grappling techniques. I know about, yeah. I don't know about anything too crazy like freaking Wing Chun Kung Fu or anything like that. I don't know much about that. I think the days of alt season is over. People have to stop loss and sell at certain projections. Stop losses are always good. I prefer trailing stop loss, but you can do that. I don't think alt season is over. I think it's just beginning. I think that, when I sold back in December, I could see that we were topping and that and that was just a temporary top. We're pulling back down now. Now the real altcoin season is starting. It's August right now. I do believe it's starting now. What number do you think Shiba will do? I just think it's going to drop a 0. Okay, my YouTube channel. Yes, my YouTube channel is John's Gold and Silver. You should be able to get to my YouTube from my TikTok page, because in my TikTok page, I think I have a link to my YouTube. Yeah, but the YouTube is John's Gold and Silver, and I wish you guys would come over to the YouTube because I get way more. I need to get 3,000 watch hours, so I would prefer that you guys on TikTok join the YouTube. I know we only have 9 people over here, but if all 9 people come over to the YouTube for the next episode, maybe that will actually be beneficial to me. to this channel, to the growth, to my message to men about success and making money. So yes, I do have a YouTube. What number do you think SHIB will, tomorrow the consumer price index comes out, CPI, stock market can go in either direction. Okay, the CPI data is coming out tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that affects the markets. I don't know. It's basically the market is very confused, you know. We don't know what's going to happen. But I think that we are going into this melt up. But we could go back down temporarily, you know. So I'm not even going to make a prediction what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't even care really. I'm just going to keep accumulating gold, silver, cryptos, and precious metals mining stocks, and other various stocks, oil stocks, commodity stocks. That's what I'm really into, is different commodities stocks like Devon Energy, Rio Tinto, different stocks like that. And just so you know, Devon Energy is DVN, and Rio Tinto is RIO. Okay, I like those ones. What do you think gold will do when inflation is higher? If inflation is higher tomorrow, it should go up a lot. Should go up a lot. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. But I've been saying inflation is not dead. It's not going away. They haven't conquered inflation. So, and I've been saying that in the future, inflation is going to get way, way, way worse. We're going to go up to high levels of inflation, possibly even as high as 15, 20%. Okay? Or higher. And yes, gold's going to go to $15,000, $20,000 for sure. But this is over time. I don't know how much time. It could be 2 years or it could be 10 years for gold to get to 30 grand or 25 grand, you know? Everybody thinks they want to say that they know, but in reality, I don't know how many years it's going to take for gold to get to 30 grand. Probably 10, you know? It's probably going to be a little bit. It's got to probably work its way up. The government's probably going to revalue it up to 10 or probably 15,000. And then some time is going to elapse, you know, and they're going to probably revalue it again to 30. And it could take 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 years, you know. I think Trump might get in to be the next president too. I really think, and it's starting to seem like Trump's going to be the next president too. Thank you, Nathan. Nathan's back. He is the top gifter. Thanks, Nathan. What do you think gold will do tomorrow? Yes. So next question. How high do you think silver will be in the next few years? Thanks, Nathan. Few years, I think it'll be over 100. I truly believe that silver will be more than 100. It's been held down for so long. There's been a deficit for so long on silver. And we're going to have more inflation. I think that the dollar is going to go way down. So I believe silver will be over 100. That's my view of things. Thanks, Nathan. You're the bomb. You buy any crypto lately? Yes. Pepe, Shiba Inu. I think that's it. I think that's all I bought lately in the past week. And, you know, my check, guys, and once I get paid, it's like I'm buying $100 of this crypto, 125 of this one, 150 of this one. It's like, it's just shrinking down, you know? So I don't need to buy as much crypto. I got to cut back a little bit. I'm buying too much crypto. AppMex is a good place to buy gold, silver. I love AppMex because of the selection. They have a very large selection. And AppMex is also on eBay. Okay, they have a lot of good special offers that are on eBay. So you can find AppMex on eBay. AppMex is my number 2 favorite. I like Provident Metals, and then I like AppMex. Trump just postponed the tariffs on China again. What the frick? Yeah, this is so stupid, you know. I think it's market manipulation, or he's trying to just cause confusion. We're going to find out in the end. We're going to know what this was all about. But yeah, he's just going back and forth and back and forth. I kind of think he's just manipulating the markets for insiders to make money. That's what I've been saying, and that's what I've been believing. And that's still what I think. He's manipulating the markets so insiders can make money. That's what I think is happening with Trump and these tariffs right now. By insiders are taking large positions on options and things like that. Calls and puts, and then, that's illegal, but who cares? They can do it. On YouTube, you would not answer questions like how, because there will be lots of people. Like now, because there will be lots of people. Yeah, you're middleweight, but you could probably do 3 or 4 titles in different weight classes. I don't want to do MMA unless I'm getting a lot of money because of injuries. I don't want to get hurt, because if I get hurt, then I might not be able to lift weights, and then I might not be able to run. What if I injure my knee? So there's no reason for me to do UFC unless I'm getting bare minimum $25,000 for a fight. I wouldn't do it for less than that because you could be severely injured because these guys have been well trained, just like I have, and there's got to be a big prize in it, or, I'll just keep doing what I do. Just keep going to my job, keep investing. Trump tries to run 2028, America have riots. Maybe you would have thought that America would have already had these riots. Look what happened when Trump already won. The Democrats didn't really do that much, to cause riots. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but the world goes on. If Trump wins again, yeah, there's going to be riots. But the world will go on. I know it will. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain, Trump tries to run, America will have riots. Yeah, they will have riots. And we're going to get through it, But he may run. I believe he will. But I could be wrong. Hopefully, I don't know. But I believe he will try for sure. For sure, he'll try to run again. My long shot gold, and maybe if he does that, maybe that'd be a good thing. I'm not going one way or the other. My long shot gold company is TRX, in production, no debt, self-funding, and new strike zones. They're finding new discoveries. What? Trump is not allowed to run again. He could if there's like a declared state of emergency or whatever, If he runs, Obama will run, and we'll see what happens. TRX. Let me see that. TRX. There's my kilo gold bars. That's that. Let me look at TRX. So hopefully that's on the US. 37 cents. Already I'm drawn to it. The chart looks good. It bottomed out at only 27 cents, so we only moved up 10 cents off the bottom in the last year. Let's see. Shares in the float, market cap is 104 million. Pretty small market cap. What if that market cap could go to 400, 500 million? Maybe that'd be possible if they put out the right news, if the market maker helps pump it up, if gold goes up higher, TRX, maybe we go to $2-3. Maybe we go to $5, maybe we go to $6. I'm just looking at the chart just to see possibilities and levels. TRX Gold Corp engages in the exploration, development, and production of mineral property interests in the United Republic of Tanzania. It focuses on Buckreef Gold Project, which is located in Geita district of the Geita region. So they've got some kind of crazy discovery somewhere in this part of the world, Tanzania. But TRX, yeah. I've heard of that one before, but not lately. TRX. So guys, yes, this is true. This guy is just mentioning a very important thing. A cheap gold stock. Okay? What is the last segment of stocks to move in a bull market? It's always the juniors. It's always the smallest stocks. So we've already seen some of the big ones go higher. Okay? Some of them have moved a fair amount. Look at AEM. Okay? just as an example. But the juniors is where the biggest profits are set to take place. The junior miners. Okay? So think about junior gold mining stocks, TRX. All right, TRX. So far, a shitcoin. I bought XRP years ago for 17. I'm holding 450. I wouldn't necessarily hold for 50. If you look at XRP, you should notice a pattern. 50 cents. It goes up to $3. 50 cents. It goes up, but whatever, $1.75. 50 cents. Now we're at 3. What's the next step? 50 cents should logically be next. In reality, maybe I think XRP goes to 5 to 7 or even $8. I think that could happen. Absolutely, they could do that. But I also do see it coming way back down. I think it's going to come way back down too. I think 50 is insane. I think 50. I think you're smoking crack, dude. $50. I don't think is going to happen for XRP. I think that's laughable. Fancy description still on shitcoin. You buy any crypto lately? Hey John, how are you doing, sir? Bose Rocks Gear. That's a cool name. Bose Rocks Gear. You got any gear I can use, dude? So another gold stock, penny stock is Goro Gold Resource. I'm into the penny stocks that are more like Silvercorp Metals, the EXK, Avino Silver and Gold Mines. I'm more into those stocks in the, $3 to $5 range. Because a lot of the small stocks, from my experience, they do go to zero. Okay, so that's why I'm more going towards the more better quality ones that pay dividends. Even though they're small dividends, like SVM, Silvercorp Metals, they pay a dividend, Centerra Gold, they pay a dividend. Yeah, that one's like $6.99. But yeah, I'm into the stocks that are more in that range. But I do think it's good to have some cheaper stocks like HAMRF, Hammer Mining, Silver Hammer, Silver One Resources. There's different. I don't have a list of them off a hand, but like Gold Resource. It is good to have some of your money into the junior miners. Okay. Do a backflip TikTok. Yeah, if I could do a backflip, I'd probably get a lot of views. But I'd probably get hurt. The TikTok just died. So guys, if I ever just disappear like that, that just means the battery died. That's all. That happens a lot. But guys, we got 4 people strong on here. Appreciate all you guys today. Whew, it's hot. It's very hot. Hello, John. How are you doing, sir? Yeah, I'm doing awesome, bro. It's hot. All right, guys. I think this is a good time to cut it short. It's hot here, 2 triple digits. Oh, we got 6 viewers now. Okay. If we can pump those viewers up, then that will get me reignited. Let's get it, guys. Let's get reignited. It's hot here, too. Triple digits. It's over 100, dude. What? I think it's over 100 here, too, because I'm in my apartment, and it's just very hot. What stock or commodity are you most bullish on? Stock or commodity am I most bullish on? Michaelsburg. Thank you. I'm just most bullish on silver, dude. Thanks for the question, though, but I think you already knew that, dude. I am bullish on oil. I'm bullish on oil long term. What I mean by long term is sometime in the next 2 to 10 years. I am very bullish on oil stocks, okay? Brazil, PBR. Buy PBR, sell covered calls. Let's get it, guys. LFG. I'm bullish on just silver right now. Basically, I like silver and gold, you know. What am I most bullish on, you know, other than silver and gold mining stocks and crypto? Other than that stuff, you know, I'm very bullish on platinum, you know, but I'm bullish on Realbotics, XBOTF. I'm bullish on Tilray stock. Join the Patreon. Thank you. Yeah, I've been meaning to make more Patreon videos. I'm just sort of riding on the coattails of my last couple videos that I made where I talk about the gold stocks. I'm just like, yeah, I got these gold stocks. Yeah, these are the ones that I'm buying, so it's legit. But I haven't made a video lately. But I need to make another one. But my current videos on Patreon, all those still stand. So please join up. Please join up, guys. Join the Patreon. We've been getting absolutely nobody wants to make money. It's something about the world, I've been noticing changes in a lot of people. And more people are conservative, keeping to themselves, less likely to give, or, you know, yes, less likely to give. So I'm definitely noticing changes in the world and in people. Not for the better. You think we're going to get high CPI number tomorrow? I haven't even thought about it that much. Guys, I already told you I think inflation is going to go way higher. But I don't know exactly the month that it's going to be starting to pick up. I think the CPI is going to eventually be very, very, very high. But what happens tomorrow, I don't know. Just remember, just buy gold and silver, then you're going to be good. When inflation skyrockets, you'll be good because you're going to preserve all that money. And then the stock market's going to have to try to keep up with inflation, you know. And gold and silver are known for keeping up with inflation, especially silver. Well, silver's been suppressed. Okay, silver is not always keeping up with inflation. That's how you can tell it's been held back so much. Silver should be way higher, and it will be soon. Tariffs might make inflation spike for a bit. He thinks, okay, thanks for that comment. Yeah, he thinks the tariffs are going to affect. It should, because it means we're going to be paying higher prices. You know, a lot of that cost of tariffs comes, you know, companies have to pay more money, so Walmart has to charge more money. Walmart has been, and a lot of these companies have been absorbing the tariffs, but now, I think you're right. The people are going to have to start to pay these tariffs from the rising cost of goods and services. You know, goods mostly that we import, you know, so it probably will. Yeah, I think you're going to be right. I think the CPI number is going to be higher. All right. Yeah, I can't wait to see, dude. I can't wait to see. But it's weird that silver and gold are dropping. I wonder what the market expects that the CPI is going to do. I haven't researched it, but the market's probably expecting something, you know. Don't forget to buy Bitcoin. I don't really have Bitcoin much. I have like a teeny tiny bit. But yeah, you could buy Bitcoin. It's probably going to go up 300, 400,000. In the next 8-10 years, it's probably going to be 500,000 or more, or 1 million. So get your Bitcoin. Well, it's, you know, still, it used to be a lot cheaper, but it seems like Bitcoin is incredibly expensive, but in reality, it's probably going to go a lot higher. The crypto market cap is at around 3.9 trillion. And I would expect this to go over 10 trillion in the next 3 years. So I fully expect Bitcoin to go to 200, 225, you know, in a couple of years. We could see a big move in Bitcoin in the next 6 months. That's actually what I believe is going to happen. I think Bitcoin in the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months, I think Bitcoin is going to go to 150 to 200,000. Buy gold and silver from SD Bullion. We got a lot of smart people today. Thank you for helping me spread the word on silver in the comment section. Sick, dude, sick. Tariffs might, okay, yeah, that's about it. That's about it with the comments. I'm all caught up, guys. I'm all caught up. But we're doing good. This video, we got 122 views, 3.5 watch hours. So thanks everybody for a good amount of views, you know, good watch hours. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. I'm this close to monetization, and then I'll probably be able to make like freaking $2 a month or something. But it's gonna feed me. It's gonna make me happy. If I can just make a couple bucks a month from ads or whatever, monetization, that's gonna give me hope that I can level up to the next level. And next month, maybe I'll be making $10 a month, and then I'll be making $20 a month. You know, it's all about getting to that next level. Hell yeah, Mitchellsburg. How many hours left do I have? I think about 60 or 70. 60 or 70. There's no guarantee they're going to monetize me, but I don't really see why not. I don't really do that much crazy bad stuff on here. So I think I'll get monetized this time. I hope. Before, I never got monetized, but that's because I had strikes on my channel because I was talking about the shot. That's how I got strikes on my channel before. So I think that's why I didn't get monetized. So I was making videos about Joe Biden and the shot and different stuff like that. But I believe I will get monetized. So Mitchellsburg, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the question. But yeah, I am basically spent today. I did a maximum arm workout. Let me see if it's up. I hope you guys could possibly watch that video today if it goes up. It's not up yet. It's called brutal arm and shoulder workout. I do an arm and shoulder workout, and I show you, you know, how my workouts go. So please go back and watch that live once it gets posted. All right, if you would do that, please. If you don't, then you don't. I'm just thankful that you're here anyways, dude. I'm thankful that anybody's here. We got 3 people, bro. It's tough. How do I not get discouraged? You know, sometimes I even question myself. Why am I not discouraged that we have almost literally nobody watching? It's because I have that vision. In my mind, there's 100, 200, 300, 400 people watching. That's basically, I'm just visualizing it. And I just know for a fact it will come eventually. So I have all the excitement, all the enthusiasm, as if I had more viewers, you know? That's how you be successful. It's the art of visualization, guys. Gotta visualize it. You should do a stream for the CPI release tomorrow. Probably would get more views. What time? It's gonna be right in the morning, probably. That means I gotta get to bed. That's probably a good idea. I could figure out the title right now and then get it ready. CPI data release. When is that going to be? Tomorrow at like 8 or 7? CPI. CPI tomorrow prediction. The prediction is 2.8%. CPI report for July scheduled release on August 12th. The consensus is for a 0.2% increase in CPI and a 0.3% increase in core CPI. This is expected to rise 2.8 year over year, and the corporate CPI is forecast to rise 3% year over year. These predictions are influenced by the ongoing impacts of tariffs, blah, blah, and blah. I don't know what time it's coming out, but probably right in the morning or at noon, I don't know. Inflation report drops Tuesday. Drops Tuesday. All right, I'll try. I'll try. 8:30 in the morning. Okay. Live stream at 8:30. That's early. I can try. That's a great idea. Great idea. This air conditioner is not... Let's check out the AC. I put it on high. This is actually a pretty big, like a little big apartment. Look at this. I got this right here. That room right there. All the way up there and all the way up there. So I don't even need that room. There's just like, I got my TV, my stereo system is up there. But I got no reason to go up there. It's probably incredibly hot. But it's just cool that I have that room and it's all mine. I can do whatever I want with it. Can't really turn it into a gym though. It's coming out pretty cool. A lot of people tune onto live streams about CPI, MI, FOMC meetings. Okay. You're right. You are right. I always see those. You're absolutely right. I should be doing that every single time, you know? Man, I gotta get on the ball, dude. Have you ever had over easy eggs and dip butter toast in the yolk? No, I don't eat butter. But I do not like eggs over easy. I like them scrambled. I just like egg whites or scrambled eggs. But no, thank you though for the question. Water Buffalo, Mr. Buffalo. One thing I was gonna get, guys, was a poster. I was gonna get a poster. Since you guys know I've been researching Mike Mentzer a lot and his training philosophies, his training strategies. So I'm gonna order a poster of Mike Mentzer. Watch list. Well, I'll show you guys when I get it. I'll show you when I get it. Yeah, dude, you could def get an audience from talking about that info. Yeah, okay. I'll get in on that then. 8:30 tomorrow. I can still hang out for a little while. It's not that late yet. It's only 11:20. Alright, let me check out where gold's at, guys. My guess says it's probably doing absolutely nothing. Or it's down. It's up $11.30. $11.30. And silver looks like it's still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. Silver is $37.87. That's bullish. That's bullish. Let's see this chart. Let's see. I'll show you the silver chart, guys. Here's a silver chart. That's the 6 month. Here's the 1 year. You can see this nice steady. We had a big freaking fake out there, or a big flash crash, and then just powering up. We could get a big pop soon. Yeah, that's what I expect. Big move up here. Yeah, I think silver looks pretty good, actually. Yes, it could pull back. You know, gold could go down the next couple of weeks or month or 2 or 3 months. But I kind of doubt it. Doubt it's going to go down for 3 months. I think silver and gold are going to pop within the next 2-3 weeks, hopefully. I hope. Basically, my strategy is to hold and hope, but it is not based on hope. It's just hold and you know it's going to go up. Do you believe JP Morgan is still manipulating the price of silver? They got fined for it already. Yeah. I think for sure. They're just going to do it and learn from their mistakes and try not to get caught. They're probably manipulating it for the U.S. government. You know, who knows? Or for themselves. They probably got their own reasons for shorting it. You know, the silver cartel. Who knows who is really behind it? You know, who really wants these silver prices lower? But these banks are definitely short silver. I'm sure there's reasons behind it. And I'm sure it's very nefarious too. But at one point, I definitely think it's going to get a big run out of its system. They know, these people that are shorting silver, they know that the path of least resistance is going to be higher. So they will, you know, hold things counter to their shorts, or they will go long. But as far as the manipulation goes, oh yeah, they're still manipulating it, but they're going to manipulate it higher. And they're going to get in on it too. They know it's going to go up. They know silver's destined to go. So they're going to get in on it. They're going to make money no matter what. JP Morgan. What do you normally eat for breakfast for bulking? Okay, right now I'm not bulking. Right now I'm more trying to cleanse my body, eat less for longevity, try to get ripped, try to lose every bit of fat on my abs. I was getting too much fat on my abs, to be honest with you. And I didn't like it. Yes, I can see my abs very well, but I still am gaining fat on my abs. So, and I'm very skinny. I'm only about 168 pounds, but I still have some fat on those abs. I think my ultimate weight is somewhere around 160, 162, you know, for ultimate health, for myself, just based on my genetics. You know, the heaviest I ever got was 193. And for that, I was on like a few hundred milligrams of test and a little bit of Rad 140 and MK 677. I got up to 193. And I was looking good. I was looking really good. And I was only on that stuff for a couple of months too. So I was looking absolutely stunning. This was about 2.5 years ago. Yeah, it was about maybe 3 years ago. It's the heaviest I ever got, 193. What do you normally eat for breakfast for bulking? Okay, you look pretty toned like myself. I'm only 160. Yeah. But maybe it's just an obsession. I just feel like yeah. See that? I got fat there. I don't like to be fat. I don't want to be a fat fuck. No, I'm just joking. That's it. But even to me, I am not comfortable with that amount of fat. So I'm trying to trim it a little bit, and I'm trying to gain a little bit of muscle. Exactly. Basically, I want to get more muscle and get more ripped. I'm trying to get my body to the next level. Did the gear mess your body up long term though? Well, honestly, I've only done gear a couple times. The first time I was about 21, and I took Superdrol back when you could get it from GNC. And I feel like that probably balded me a little bit more from when I was younger, and that's probably why my hair is falling out more than usual. possibly the super draw usage, but I only had used it for about a month and a half. A month and a half, 2 months. So that's not really insane gear usage at all. It's not smart to run orals by themselves, because then your testosterone is going to tank. And then I did, like I said, the MK677, a little bit of test. So I really only done gear a couple times. And the super draw was absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. I was extremely full all day long. My arms were like bulging out my shirts. My shirts were so tight up against my arms. I was like this all day long, like it, because the glycogen stores massively increase when you take anabolics. It was just incredible. Imagine taking super draw how you're supposed to take it with test. Whew. That's how these guys blow up and gain 20-30 pounds of muscle in short periods of time. They just do like a test, deca, D-ball, or they'll do test to anadrol, you know, stuff different. There's way many combinations you can do, you know. Same here, I want to gain 15 pounds to 175 pounds of muscle. So this guy, he said he's only like 165, or he's 160, I think, yeah. That's doable, you know. There's reasons for myself why I wanted to lower my carbohydrate intake and lower my calories. For you to get to 175, that should be easy. I could get to 185 very easily, but I would have to eat more, you know. I would have to add 200 grams of carbs back into my diet, you know. So you'll get there easily, dude. But if you try to get there too quick, you're gonna put on fat. Okay, the human body can only, you know, assimilate and utilize protein so efficiently and so quickly. So if you try to bulk up too quick and gain too much muscle too quick, you're gonna end up gaining fat. So you want to shoot for, you know, gaining a pound or so a week. You know, if you're gaining 2-3 pounds a week, definitely some of that's going to be muscle. You know, so you want to shoot for gaining 3 or 4 pounds a month. That is realistic for muscle gains. 3 or 4 pounds a month when you are just starting out. If you're new to lifting and you're just getting around a bench and you're just getting around a barbell, compound movements, squats, you can gain a lot of muscle when you first start. I don't train like that. I don't have squats. I don't have a gym. All I do is pull-ups and push-ups, and I do curls and some stuff for the shoulder. That's it. I don't have all these machines. I don't have a bench press. I don't even own a barbell right now. So I'm kind of limited on what I can do, and I'm not getting the full growth stimulus that I need because I don't have the ability to do squats. But I do some hill sprints, and that increases your HGH and your testosterone a little bit just from running up a hill. So I do what I can, and I think it's working for me. It's definitely working for me, yeah. I've never done it, but I saw a ton of people buying it last time I was in Mexico. Yes, steroids are perfectly legal in Mexico, but you can also get taken away, and your organs will be sold to the highest bidder. Yes, wheatgrass juice. This is the stuff that I believe can prevent cancer. I believe it is a major thing that you need to take in your body every day or every couple days. And it'll help out your bowel movements. It'll help purify your blood. And it's been studied to help fight cancer in test tubes. So wheatgrass juice is very good, very good, very good. Yes, you need some, Water Buffalo. Wheatgrass juice. This stuff's been around forever. The health benefits of it, it'll blow any fruit or vegetable out of the freaking water. This stuff is on par with chlorella, spirulina, okay? Top notch for making you live longer. And And that's the key. If you have all this money that we make in these markets, what is the point if you're going to get cancer and drop dead when you're 50? You know, Mike Menser, he died when he was 49. But he had a lot of anabolic usage and major depression and cigarette smoking, you know. So he had heart issues as well in the family. But if you have fairly good genetics, and if you eat a healthy diet, like in a wheatgrass juice, I think you should have no problem making it to 80, 85, 90. And you still be able to walk around. You know, when you're an old man, that's something to be proud of. When you're an old fucking stupid old man, but you're able to still think and move around, and your skin still looks good, you can walk around the park, that's something to be proud of. When you're an old man and you have high levels of health and vibrancy, high levels of vibration within your body because of you eating a healthy diet for all these years, you know, that would be incredible. That's the only thing really that you have to look forward when you're, I mean, when you're old, you hope that you're healthy. That's a different way I should take it. Yes, you hope you're healthy when you're old. There's actually something you can do about it, though. Remember how I say hope is not a winning strategy? Oh, I hope I'm going to get rich. No, you got to actually buy the stocks. Oh, I hope I'm going to live till I'm 80. I hope I'm not in a freaking wheelchair. You got to take the juice. Yeah, wheatgrass juice. I always take it. People always say I look younger. I'm almost 40, guys. I'm almost 40. I'm going to get some tomorrow if I can find it, yes. See if you can get to your health food store, and it's called wheatgrass juice, okay? The juice is better for you than the leaf. That's really the key right there. So, oh, yeah, wheatgrass. Yeah, I'll take that. No, you want the juice. Wheatgrass juice. I know this seems foolish, but I got to get it in your head that the juice is way, way better for your body, because the human digestive system does not digest cellulose. So you're not going to get all the benefits necessarily out of the other products. You got to get wheatgrass juice. Get it. Yes. All right, guys. I think I got to drink some water. And, dude, my arms are done. My workout today was nuts. I was doing this one. And I was going like this. And then squeezing it as hard as I can at the top. When you squeeze it right at the top of that movement, you can even take your wrist and go like that. I would prefer that. You squeeze as hard as you can. When you squeeze it like that, you can even go like this too. You're activating 100% of your muscle fibers. So you gotta squeeze it. And then when you lower it, the key is to have control over it. That's how you get that resistance, that muscular tension, by that resistance, the resistance levels. You gotta resist it in a controlled manner. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go.